It's over 50 million people in America that have bad credit. That automatically stop you from getting jobs, loans, homes, and plus more. But it's a way out. All you got to do is use AI to dispute to get all the negatives off your credit. Then you can get money in the process. It's simple. I thought it was hard. I thought it was fake, but it's the truth. You use CRA, excuse me, the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, consumer law. You upload your credit report to ChatGPT. You tell it to dispute all the negative stuff on your credit report. It give you pretty much a roadmap. Then after that, you sue them, then you get the stuff off your credit. It's really that simple, but it's steps in between. And if you want to learn, you can tap in righteousconsultant333.com. Link in the description. As always, I talk about credit on this channel often because I know credit is the bridge from being broke to rich. What you mean? So if you broke, right? If you look good on paper, and plus a few other things that go in, you could get business funding from a bank. Say a bank give you 50 grand. Say a bank give you 100 grand. Say with that $100,000, you got zero interest for 12 months. Zero interest for 12 months on 100 grand is only $1,000 a month. So that means it's 12 months in a year. You could put 12 grand to the side. That leaves you $88,000 to flip, or I should say invest. You could teach somebody, you could pay somebody to teach you, you could get a mentor, you could literally buy a business. People selling businesses online. They have platforms when they're the middleman and they introduce you to the business owner and you the one that buying the business. You can see the financials and everything. And if you don't know how to read the financials, you could pay somebody. You could pay somebody for Fiverr or something like that, freelancer. It's not hard, especially with AI, it makes things stupid easy. So imagine able to borrow money, all right, from a bank at 0% interest. And you use that money to buy a business and that business pay back the loan. All you gotta do is go up there. That's the game. That's the strategy. That's what the rich people do. That's how the rich stay rich. You acquire assets, then the assets pay you money, and you just live your life. But you have to have things in order. It's not that simple, but it's not that hard. It's not hard at all. And in the process of disputing, getting the things off your credit, you get checks. It's all type of things you could do with this information. This is powerful because I know that credit is everything. And if you don't understand credit, you're gonna be behind because they made it so that you need it as of right now. So if you know how to utilize it instead of just to buy something frivolous that's not gonna give you no type of cash, back, it doesn't really make sense to utilize credit in that manner. You could if you already, wealthy, but if you're not established or organized or you position yourself in a way to not have to worry about paying bills, you shouldn't do that. They teach us backwards. It's not that we stupid. They don't teach us this on purpose, so you can always lose. The more people that have the bad credit, right? You pay for things twice. What I'm saying, you pay for things twice, meaning that if I had an 800 credit score or 750 or up, right, I wouldn't have to pay no down payment or anything. A person that have bad credit, they gonna have to pay a down payment on something. So they paying for it twice. And the APR gonna be high, the interest is gonna be high. So the business get more money out of people that got bad credit. So that's why people are ignorant to credit because they don't want you to know about it. And you can utilize to make money to make yourself rich. This is all legal. I'm not telling you nothing illegal. You can literally go to the bank and get business funding if you got a business and you got other stuff in place, and you can make yourself look good on paper. I always tell you guys, it's about making yourself look good on paper to borrow money from the bank at a low rate so you can start a business, buy a business. That's what it is. You don't have to do it. That's just what it is. Other people from other countries doing this. They've been doing this. They got credit from their own country, coming here and get more credit. You can get credit. Got to know how to utilize it. Some people probably get more than others, but you can get some credit, man. In this day and age, it's just you could go get it. And the cold part about it, a lot of times you don't have to show your face to do a whole lot of these things, and you don't have to be tech savvy or anything. You know, it's simple. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I know it's not that hard. And there's a lot of people out there that's in a situation they don't want to be in. Not knowing this information that I'll give you could be your ticket out. So credit is super important. That's why they don't teach you that in school. It's so important that they don't not going to teach you in school on purpose so you can have bad credit and utilize it wrong. Instead of using it to borrow money to make yourself look good on paper so you can get money to do business. You don't save money to do business. You go get money from the bank to do business, and the business that the business, right, the money that the business made, it pay back the loan. You got to have things lined up. You got people that know stuff and they can teach you, or you can go buy a business. You don't have to just be, freestyling and just waste your money. Have a plan, and execute it, you know. So it start with credit, So if you got bad credit and it doesn't make sense, and you come across this video, just look at my other videos. You don't have to have bad credit. ChatGPT, consumer law, arbitration. Those are the steps. You learn how to do that, you can get anything off your credit. And it doesn't just stop at credit. This is valuable information. There's nobody really talking about this. I've been looking for this. No, only reason I'm talking about because I've been through it. I know multiple people have been through it, but I don't see no videos on it. And this is not legal advice. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer because they would try to book me because I don't really tell you the sauce. That's why my views don't go nowhere. Because I'm really telling you how to get the stuff your credit report, and they lying. A lot of these people they be saying, they be lying. I done paid thousands of dollars and they haven't got nothing off. All I needed was a $20 a month, $19.99 a month Chat GPT subscription, pro subscription. What is it? The pro yet? I think it's pro. The subscription, $20 a month, can allow you to do more. And I made thousands of dollars, thousands. Using AI, I'm not a coder or anything. I barely know how to type. I use my phone to do a lot of this stuff. And you can do it too. Tap in. You don't have to be broke. You don't have to do nothing illegal. You don't have to hurt nobody. That's why they breaking you off. They breaking people off. You don't even got to do none of that no more. You literally go on. You already on your phone anyway. If you're looking at this, you probably more likely to be on your phone for free. Why? When you get paid legally. People have to wake up and stop, being asleep. For the ones that have ears to hear, listen. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to be in a situation when this is an artificial situation. We don't even supposed to be in this situation paying for nothing. Not to say if somebody, do some labor for you, don't supposed to compensate them. No, that's just a fair exchange of energy. But like how they got us paying for water and gas and all, especially the, So I'm not trying to make nobody, do anything. But I know that credit is the way because you need it for everything, for a home, for a car. You need credit. If you don't have the money for the whole thing, you're going to need credit. So why not know credit if you need it for almost every aspect? Why not know it? Why not learn it? You don't got to be no rocket scientist. Why not know the bare necessities? Not the people. They used to tell us don't use credit because you stupid, buy stuff cash. That's really retarded, though. We thought we was talking about something, and that's stupid. If you are in an entrepreneur business or credit, that's retarded. But that's how they teach us, though, so you'll never know to buy everything cash. You don't want to buy everything cash. You want to use credit. You don't want to do that. Especially if you don't have it, how you going to do it? Get the bank money, go buy a business, start a business, get the stuff off your credit. You know what I mean? Then make yourself look good on paper. Go buy trade lines, go buy primary accounts. It's all type of places that sell trade lines. It's all type of places that people that got primaries, hookups. All this illegal. Age courts. Make yourself look good on paper. You can make yourself look good on paper like a few $100,000 easily for way less, way less. Way less. I'm talking about like maybe 10% or even less than that. You can make yourself look good on paper. Then go, get all the stuff off your credit report. Make yourself look good on paper. Get transactions going to your bank account. Use ADP. Make some transactions go to your bank account. Like somebody, like getting paid for somebody. They just want to see the deposit, a paper trail. Then go hit the bank up. Wait a couple of months, like 2 months, and go hit the bank up. 6 weeks, 2 months, it depends. It will hit the bank up. You got to have money in your account. That's what give you the bank score. You got to have, if you have like, it depends. Say if you have like 9 or 10 or more, you're gonna be able to get something good. You got to have that in your bank account. You can't just have that and that's it. And they see you spending it. You got to have, it's a lot of things you have to do, but it's worth doing it. Then when you do, you get all that money. You line the banks up. You go to multiple banks because each bank pulls from different credit bureaus. This bank probably pulls from Experian. This bank probably pulls from TransUnion. This bank probably pulls from Equifax. So all the banks that pull from Experian, you know what I mean? They're not gonna see you when you went to Equifax and TransUnion banks. You can go to 9 banks. What happened 9 banks? They give you what 25 grand a piece, 30 grand a piece. You talking about close to almost $500,000. That's over a quarter mil. You can utilize that to go deploy that in something. Go buy a business, start a business, and have the money pay back the business, the money from the business pay back the loan. Then you ain't gonna have so much of a hassle because because it's 0% interest. A lot of them 0% interest for a year, so you only paying $1,000. If you got 100 grand, you paying 1,000 a month. That's 12 grand. So I mean, I'm just telling you this math. It's mathing. Get the stuff off your credit. Get off your credit, man. Go get a business, man. Let the business go pay the loan back. Go buy a store center or a car wash. These people trying to retire, they probably had it 20, 30 years. They kids don't want it. It got them to do college and everything. They're gonna sell it to you. It's already it's cash flowing. It's business out there like that. You can go buy it. That's your business. It's already making money. The bank paid for it. They give you money to do business. You don't. So we was taught backwards. So it don't make sense to have bad credit. You get money getting it off once you get the settlements. You're gonna be able to get it off. Kid don't supposed to be on there. It's a game. Learn the game. Use the law, their law, to get it off. Because they got to do a lot of things to have that owner. Even if you did owe, it don't matter. They have to have everything accurate. It be things, all type of stuff don't be accurate. And when you take them to arbitration, they pay money, thousands of dollars. That's the leverage. This is raw. You need to learn this information because I got a few people already. The price is going up because I know it's worth what I'm teaching you is worth way more. I didn't pay way more for way less. you know. And I don't care what color you are. If you need to know this information, if you in America and you paying bills and you living, you need to know how to dispute. You got, over 50 million people have bad credit. This is not what I'm saying. There's people that already get the statistics. So tap in, Rice Consultant, man, 333, like and subscribe. If you need help, you want to get these things off, the link in the description. When you want to learn this stuff, the link in the description, tap in. Love y'all, man. Peace.